The island is being developed predominantly on the western side. As we move across to the eastern side, there is another story.
What happened to San Nicolas after the oil refinery, Lagos, closed?
Many people left the island because the most important jobs here were lost. So they went to different islands in the Caribbean area, especially St. Martin, but many went also to Holland. The ones that stayed here, of course, many of them remained without jobs. Different courses were given, for instance, for starting small businesses. But the government worked on the development of our tourist industry, and now many jobs have been created in that field. So a lot of being re-educated to work in the tourist sector.
Do a lot of people that are living here now work in the hotels?
Yes, many workers in the hotels come from San Nicolas, so they travel up and down. They go down to the west coast where they work in the hotels, and then they return to San Nicolas where they live.
And I've noticed that English is spoken here predominantly. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because the village is specifically a place where the people from the Caribbean islands came and settled. They lived here for many years. And basically, English is spoken here.
So the original workers that came to the refinery came from the English Caribbean?
The English Caribbean. That's because we had an American refinery, and mostly English was spoken. So that way the refinery attracted more English-speaking people because that was the main language in the refinery.
Why Aruba's a happy island? First you come to Aruba, you're happy. Then you come to San Nicolas and you're happy. And then you come to Charlie's Bar, you're very, very happy. What about that one?
Hey Charlie, how long have you been in St. Nicolas?
I was born and raised here.
You were born here?
A block up the street. I crawled in this cliff joint, I was 6 months old.
What do you think about the development of St. Nicolas?
Well, right now we're down and out due to the closing of the Esso refinery 5 years ago. But it looks like there's another refinery involved, coastal out of Houston. So due being a private investment, I think San Nicolas will be back in its old days again. Of course, the dimensions will not be like it used to be, but at least we'll be alive again.
Zoals u weet ben ik bezig nu met de raffinaderij. Onze mensen komen vanavond uit Houston terug. Het gaat wel de goede kant met de heropening van de raffinaderij. Wij geloven meer in diversificatie van de economie, verspreiden van risico. En 1 november is het moment aangebroken om naar olie te boren. Zoals u weet, we hebben 3 contracten getekend met Occidental Petroleum, Marathon uit Venezuela en Apache en Hamilton Oil. De perspectieven zijn zeer goed voor Aruba, dat wij olie of gas hebben. En ik denk dat dat moet zorgen voor de echte diversificatie. Dus niet alleen op 1 pilaar zoals toerisme, maar het verspreiden van risico's op Aruba. Onze vrije zone op Aruba uitbreiden, onze haven meer gaan uitbreiden. En zorgen voor de nodige infrastructuur zodat Aruba een gegarandeerde toekomst heeft voor wat betreft op economisch gebied.
Marco, you're the proprietor of these caves here.
Yeah, not exactly proprietor of the caves. The caves are still government property.
The caves are government property, but you're managing the facility around the caves?
Yeah, I just operate a concession stand where I rent my lights, sell my drinks, you know, give tourist souvenirs.
And this is in St. Nicolas?
Yeah, this is on the east side, northeastern coast of the island.
Right, and you were born in San Nicolas?
Yeah, I was born in San Nicolas, lived here most of my life, a few years in the States as well.
Did you used to work in the refinery?
Yeah, I worked for 2 years before I earned a scholarship to study, and after completing my studies, I came back.
Why is there no tourism in St. Nicholas?
You know, not that there is no tourism in San Nicolas, and I don't think San Nicolas went through the depression exactly because of the closing of the refinery. It was an ongoing process from before the refinery closed. You know, the east side of the island doesn't really get any chance to do anything touristically. And it's not the people. It's not the people, it's the response we get from our own government agencies. Take me, for instance, out here, right? Trying to develop the case for the last 5 years, trying to get a piece of property to put a restaurant. I can't get anything.
Why is that?
It's not that I'm not without education, man. You know, I'm an educated person. I have good ideas. I have good plans, right? And in the end, all you want to feel it's a racist act against your person because of the color of your skin. You want me to tell you why I think it's racism? Okay, I got a perfect example. I'm trying to build a restaurant, no financing from no banks because no collateral. Investment banks do not finance restaurants, all right? So what do we have? The money I make is what I got to build a restaurant with. Government places security guards to look over the area, make sure everything goes okay. And they're supporting these same security guards to give out free lights to the tourists. Come on. You understand? You want to tell me that's giving me a fair share?
We're going to see tomorrow. You're not supposed to run no flashlight by the cave. We tell you already.
We probably will see tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to see.
Okay,
Because
listen,
I talk with you as a friend.
Okay, but all in all, you are giving free flashlights to the
That
tourists
free
there,
flashlight,
right?
nobody can stop we.
Okay, those
Because
free
we have order from the government to give flashlight.
You have order from the government, you have
Yeah.
order from Tourism Bureau,
Tourism.
right?
It's the same
But
government.
you know, right, that a merchant been making his living like this for the past 5 years. You think it's right for the Tourism Bureau and the government to up one day and decide to give free flashlights when there's 3-4 caves and they only doing it by the Guadalquivir cave when they know the Fontaine and the Huliba cave need lights too? You don't think it's some kind of prejudice or racism act against myself?
But you're well educated, like you said. Why not go and work in the hotels?
No, I
Because
don't
that
know.
seems to be the industry that's being developed.
Yeah, so it's the industry that's being developed, right? And I want to help develop it. You know, I didn't necessarily just want to go into computer programming and work in a hotel and go home 8 hours a day. I'm not that type of person. You know, I saw opportunity and, you know, I figured with the cave development I'd be doing all right, so I started this.
How are you doing? I mean, despite all these problems now.
No, I'm doing pretty good despite all the problems. You know, I'm going to succeed. That's without a doubt.
But you're doing it basically without the help of the government.
Completely without the help of the government. Completely. If the government had just done their job, I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to do your job. I'm a Aruban citizen. I want a piece of land to develop. Give it to me. Allow me the opportunities to do it, right? If they did that from 1984, when I started, man, I'd be way ahead of this today. You know, I started under a shack over here, and I'm still under a shack 5 years later, you know?
You're staying in the hotels, I
Right,
presume?
staying in Bushiri Beach Hotel.
Bashiri Beach. That's
Right.
on the western side of the
Right.
island. What brought you out here?
We rented a dirt bike, and we just wanted to see the country, this part of the side of the island. It's beautiful so far.
Do you find this area very interesting?
Oh
the
yes,
eastern
this
side?
is the most interesting. Yeah.
Really, the most interesting?
Yes.
You think this side should be developed for tourism also?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I enjoyed myself. I'm coming back tomorrow. Go through the caves.
Again.
If there was a section in the government concentrating on development in San Nicolas or the east side, this place would boom. You understand? But these people proved they could only govern the west side of the island, and that's the biggest problem. You know, if they would just put some concentration on this side, maybe, who knows, maybe we need to be totally separated. Maybe we need our own ministerat on this side of the island. Maybe then we get some results.